Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you, and this video I generally wouldn't normally do, I have to admit, but I asked Cooler Master a little while ago about, I knew there were some window panels kicking around for the Stormtrooper, so I asked them if they could get me one, and they did oblige, and I have to admit I'd forgotten about doing it, and it basically one of those things that it kind of got put to one side and completely forgotten about. But the opportunity come up for me today to be able to do a video on the window that you can now buy for the Stormtrooper. I'm going to put the link underneath. The case is not going to be available with the window as standard. If you want one, and you want the Stormtrooper, being very clear with the name here, because the black case is a Trooper. Basically, if you want the window, you're going to have to buy it afterwards. So if it's one of those things that you really want, especially if you've got water cooling and stuff inside, you're going to have to factor it in. There's like an extra cost, and I'll bring it in for you to have a close look at. Now you can see the window panel on the side. You can see my ugly mug. They have slightly changed the mesh design here, and I'll show you on the other side of the case in a moment. But you may be thinking, why did he decide that he wanted to do a video on it today? Well, basically there's these things in the industry called NDAs, and they're non-disclosure agreements. Some of them are very clear, some of them aren't so very clear. The ones that aren't very clear, as in this case today, says I'm not allowed to review a new product that's going to be coming out very soon, and I have to wait until the 19th of this month to be able to show you. But on closer inspection, it said that I was allowed to show it in a video as long as I didn't mention it, and it also said I was allowed to show photos, so which is why we've already put one up on Facebook. So maybe you may have been able to guess that this video isn't really about the window panel for the Stormtrooper. But anyway, we'll go back to the Stormtrooper side panel window. Now, the original window did have the big mesh bit on the side. You could put a couple of 120mm fans here. And you obviously had this large mesh area here for the hard drive cages if you had them blowing across. I always used to turn them around so it was sucking in the case. But anyway, so you had that large kind of panel there. Basically, like I've just shown you, they've now replaced it with a rather large and lovely window, and you've still got the mesh panel here should you want to have your hard drives blown across. But as you can see with this one that I've got here, I've turned mine round anyway. So we get this put on, and you can easily see, you can just about see down the side here. I'm not going to bother bringing the camera right in, I'll just explain. You can just about see the outside of the optical bays, just ever so slightly there, about 5-10mm in. Other than that, you've got a lovely big window panel, and I'd say that the window panel is probably about 20 or 30mm lower than what the top of your motherboard's going to be, so you're not going to get too much of a problem there. Obviously you can be able to put your water cooling in the top and everything if you want. But just to show you, if you look at this side panel here now, or this grille, sorry, you can see that we've got quite a curved shape to it. Whereas if we turn around this way, the one on this side is actually still quite angular. You can see it's a lot more angular, and then you've got this open mesh section here. So it's actually quite a bit different. I've got to admit that it would have been nice for this if it matched, but I can understand why it doesn't match, if that makes any sense to you. Basically, the the window side panel is the same on both cases. But anyway, I've probably kind of stepped over a mark a little bit there, but anyway, I'm going to move our mystery guest to one side. I do love wrecking my desk, I should pick these things up. But anyway, there we have the door on the CM Storm Trooper. I should really bring it out a little bit more, shouldn't I? But anyway, yes, like I said, it is a very strange kind of video. In fact, I don't care, I'm just going to do it. There. So yeah, you can now get a window panel for the CM Storm Trooper. Like I said, I'm going to put the links for that underneath. It's a lovely window panel. It's definitely one of the things that the case needed, because I'm very, very highly regarding this case. Always have done. I gave it a gold award when I reviewed it as well. For the price, and I'm pretty sure I said at that point in time, it was probably one of, if not the best Cooler Master case that they'd ever made. I liked it that much. So now you can get a window panel for it. Yes, it's going to make it slightly more expensive if you want to add it in, but honestly, it does make the case. Especially if you're going to be packing it full of lovely water cooling and you do your jobs properly, so you can't see cables, the hoses are all tight. You actually think about your loop order and stuff to make sure it's all super, super tidy. It will be amazing. It's a shame that they didn't make a white one, really, wasn't it? But anyway, on that note, with an immensely short video, this is Tiny Tom Logan, out.